How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video. And over the weekend I went to one of the sickest car shows I think I've been to in a while. It was crazy, a lot of cool shit, a lot of crazy builds, and then of course we gotta have a good old car show with a few ricers scattered here and there. I mean, it's just what you come to expect, especially in SoCal. So I went there with my camera equipped. It did die though, but my buddy Alex let me borrow his and it came in very clutch. Now I will be making another video showing like the two-step competition and burnout box on my second channel, so I'll go ahead and link that channel if you want, subscribe, and then whenever it's posted you guys will be first to see it. But in this video, we will be taking a look at the builds, and I'll be giving my honest opinion on them. I'm not going to roast them. I'm not going to try to be mean, but I'll be giving my honest opinion. Don't get butthurt if I'm not a huge fan of your build. It's your build. It doesn't matter what I think, so who cares? And I know there's going to be people in the comments like, Drew's a pussy. He's not saying this to the owner's face. He's saying it behind his screen. It's like, you know, I'm still posting it, and it's like I'm not really being a pussy. It's just I don't want to get copyrighted because there was music playing at this whole fucking event. So, anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in. First build is this attention-grabbing S13. I know you guys are ready for me to rip this S13 a new asshole, but I ain't gonna do that. I actually fuck with this car. The wrap is a little bit out there, but I think it's just enough to not be, hey, look at me, I need all the fucking attention in the world. It's perfect. It's right before that, which is fine. Wheel setup and fitment, nice. Interior, clean. You can have a lot of fun in there, especially with that dildo shifter. It looks great. And the seats, it was at the status booth, and those are some nice looking seats. I gotta give them props. They were pretty damn cool. Not many people are doing cool seat designs like that. Anyways, next builds we got are a couple Teslas. A lot of Teslas are starting to get modified. There are a lot of people are doing different things with them, and I can really appreciate that. I think Teslas belong in the car scene, even though they don't have engines. They can still be, you know, modded out, spec'd out, stanced out, clapped out. They could all be all three, all four, whatever you want. This one had some nice rotiforms equipped, air ride suspension, which fit nice in the frunk. The one next to it, though, I really vibed with. Me and him were getting along a lot, as in me in the car. I don't know who the owner is, but go ahead and tag him. His build is really nice. TE37's carbon. It was just something that I could see myself driving around. It was really clean, really minty. If I had to choose between the two, I'm going with this one. And I mean, how can you hate on this car? Like, look at the insides. Like, it just looks like such a pleasure to drive around in town. Something that you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy. The next car is one of the gnarliest RX-7s I think I've ever seen. Super clean, riveted, wide body kit. It just looks really gnarly. It flows really well with the RX-7 body style as well. And I'll never get tired of these cars. The interior was wicked. I've never seen some crazy carbon-only seats like that. It just was something that I was like, wow, that is actually really sick. I told all my buddies to check it out. It was something that I hadn't seen before in person, so I thought that was really cool. A lot of carbon all over this car. But the exterior of this car, I think, is where it shines. It just is just so perfect, like crazy wide body, no gigantic chassis amount of wing, just the right amount of flex without getting overkill. And I mean, not gonna lie, it stole the show compared to this R34. It's a good R34, don't get me wrong, but compared to the RX-7, this R34 just looked a little bit basic. It was cool. I love R34s. They're cool cars. They're really expensive, but if it was between the two, crazy modded out RX-7 or R34, you already know I still got to choose the R34. I mean, come on, it's an R34. If I don't choose R34, I lose half my subscribers right now because hashtag 12-year-olds. Anyways, this next car is a subscriber's car. He came up to me and actually gave me a shirt from his own clothing brand. I'm actually wearing it right now as I'm recording this video. I'll go ahead and tag his brand right here. Go check him out. But his VIP build, it was really clean. Like, no fucked up bumpers, air ride suspension, curtains, everything on the inside that you'd probably want. There's no gimmicky chandelier or anything like that. I think it's a little bit too much of a gimmick, but this one straight up VIP'd out. Just the right amount of stuff without going too overkill. Like, sometimes you see them and you're just like, I feel like that's really annoying to drive around with when you have like a fucking disco ball chandelier in the background just jiggling the whole time. I feel like that'd get a little bit annoying, but this one, I fuck with this one. Thank you for the shirt, by the way. It's really comfortable. All right, you know, if there's a hood popped, we got to do a hood check. And underneath this Evo 10, we got a nice sized single turbo. Everything is ran with nice AN fittings. It is super clean, super organized, polished up, ready to rip and kick ass. And the one thing I love most about this car is the exterior is in your face, yet subtle at the same time. The wide body kit is nice. It flows. It's cool. The wheel setup matches. It's carbon fucking overlay, I think. Crazy nice wheels. Interior too. Not anything too crazy in your face saying, fuck you, I need attention, which is what I'm all for. But at the same time, he's got this matte gray gunmetal wrap that just blends in and like contradicts everything else. It's like, hey, look, I got a lot of stuff going on, but I don't need all the damn attention in the world. Right next to him, we had an R35 Gtr, the younger brother to the R34, 12-year-old. Younger kids, this one is actually faster than an R34. I'm sorry to tell you guys that the RB26 isn't the fastest motor out there, but now this guy on some Mickey Thompsons all the way around too. I mean, this guy's definitely faster than an R34. Now let's start getting a little crazy, a little out of this world. What do you guys think of this Audi? I saw the intercooler, but I was too distracted and blown away by this wrap. This shit was wild. It's a little bit too much purple. I don't think space is that much purple, man. You are straight up in some pixie genie dust fucking cocaine cloud right there. That is not what outer space looks like. I'm sorry. For that, I got to give you a thumbs down. But not too far away was this super mint S13, completely unmolested, just like slapped on some wheels, pulled up to the car meet. I think I tried to record inside, but I was just getting the reflection from the fishbowl glass, couldn't really see inside, but just super clean, untouched. But I feel like that moment is coming very soon. We're seeing the aftermarket exhaust, the wheel setup. I think we're going to be missing a bumper or two coming up real quick. Now let's talk about some real speed right here. We got a sleeper Integra. The exterior is the most unassuming thing out there. And then underneath the hood, Spider-Man's ball sack just unleashed up in here. We got red and blue everywhere. Single turbo B series. It is a certified sleeper. We're going to do a quick walk around and take a look. I mean, there isn't anything on this car besides the wheel setup that would let you think that this thing is boosted. The intercooler is hidden behind a nice mesh grille. You can't see it. But the wheel setup is just nothing but meat. Enki RPF 1s. We got some nice Mickey Thompsons fitted on them. And then just look at this. The most unassuming grandma car Integra out there. He's even got the cheap Euro rice chrome taillights that you see on all fucking riced out cars. But don't let them fool you. He will definitely blow your doors off. Next up, we have this super wild Coca-Cola themed Honda Civic. Coca-Cola, one of the greatest soda companies in the world, themselves must have sponsored this build, because look at the amount of carbon fiber underneath there. That is money right there. Red carbon fiber, that shit definitely ain't cheap. And then we go to the exterior. We got some nice wide body panels fitted on. Okay, there's a little bit of a gap there, but let's ignore that. We got the fucking butt plug lug nuts. And then the interior, all red. I'm not a huge fan of red. This is a little bit too much red for my tastes. But if you love red, this car is going to speak wonders to you. We got the first Coca-Cola themed thing right there. And then in the trunk, we have even more. I thought it was like, okay, that's weird, a Coca-Cola thing. But nah, in the trunk, he's got all of the Coca-Cola shit. And that is a weird way to open the trunk. I feel like that's a little inconvenient, but it looks very cool when you're flexing all that Coca-Cola. I think it's pretty cool how his little compressor tank is also Coca-Cola wrapped or something. That's really dope. Now you guys got to vote, though. Which Evo 10 is better? That gunmetal gray one we saw a second ago, or this Bumblebee yellow one? I don't know. This yellow is speaking all types of different languages to me. I think I'm learning Filipino right now. Is Filipino a language? I think that's a language. Anyways, this car is fucking clean. Like, there is no other way to describe it. This car is minty fresh, and I just don't know. Like, yellow is just one of those colors that it just pops on certain cars, and this Evo 10 is killing it. But don't think I didn't see that hood pop. We got to do another hood check. Underneath the hood, we have some intakes that are wrapped in gold. I mean, that's cool, I guess, but I mean, like, they're just intakes. They're not like charge pipes or anything like that. And if you're wondering how I can tell, well, one, I can see him through his little grill down there, and two, they're held on with hose clamps. Like, if it was boosted, more than likely it would be T-bolt clamps and not hose clamps, but that's just me. The rest of his car, though, still pretty clean. We got another hood check, and this one, more gold tape. Gold tape, I mean, it's functional. It works. It keeps heat out. I can't really diss it. It's just one of those things, though, that just makes your engine bay shine a little bit more. I mean, I'm not guilty of it. I do use it, but I'm using it purposeful. I mean, like, I'm using it on my firewall to keep heat out because I removed the nasty factory insulation. But it is functional. This Type R is rocking it on his intake, and his exterior is rather nice. I love the aftermarket wheels. If you guys are a long-time subscriber of the channel, you know I'm not a huge stance guy, but dude, this Q50, I mean, I just looked at it and I was like, dude, I would do that. If I had a Q50 and I wasn't trying to make it super fast, 3-piece wheels, slam it on bags, call it a day. Like, that's all you need, and it's more than enough to have fun with your car and pull up at the Park and Chills. I see what the vibe is all about, and I'm feeling it on that Q50. All right, here's one of the more crazy hood checks we got so far. We have this BMW hood pop. We got a centrifugal supercharger on it with some sort of water-cooled intercooler, what I'm guessing. I see some blue lines running to it, so I think it's some sort of water-cooled intercooler that's hooked up to a heat exchanger. Some crazy setup, something I've never seen before. And I was just like, fuck. I heard him pull in. It was ripping. It was sounding really nice. It was loud, and it just was like a full-fledged race car. Nothing that is just here just to park and chill. This is like some serious shit. Dude was killing it. I think this is something I've only seen one other time. It's a Dodge Challenger. Never seen one before. No, I'm joking. No, but what I've never seen is a molded on wide body kit on these. Usually people just do the flares, or they buy them with the flares, which I think look cool. They look fine. But what do you guys think? Molded on. To me, it's almost like not noticeable at certain angles. Like, you wouldn't really know that it's wide body. Like, and I don't know if it's just me, but it doesn't look even either. Like, if we pause it right here, sorry, I'll have to pause it in editing. But if we pause it at this frame, is it just me, or is the hump favoring the rear arch? Like, is it like kind of fatter up by the gas lid and then it slopes down like kind of faster? Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's just me, but let me know what you guys think. I think it's still pretty cool, but I would have just gone with bolt-on flares. But if you're trying to do something unique and stand out, I mean, it works. It's just there's a simpler way to do it. Now, what you guys think? Is this hot or not? We got a BMW M6 right here, and the wrap is just straight up unicorn jizz on one side. Someone busted a fat facial on the left side of this car. It was pretty wicked, but at the same time, like, seeing the amount of swirls and scratches and every fingerprint ever placed on it is just like, it's one of those things where something this cool comes at a cost. I do think it looks pretty sick, and I would prefer this over that psychedelic rainbow wrap any day, but on half of it, I don't know. Let me know. I've never been a huge fan of half and half, especially split not evenly. I feel like this one was favoring the driver's side a little bit more, but it worked, and it had some super deep dish wheels. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Hot or not? Any hood popped, we're doing a hood check. Underneath the hood of this C7 Stingray, we have a intake. And then in the trunk, we have some sideways dripping, which doesn't really make any sense. I mean, look at it. It's dripping to the side. It's dripping towards each other. That means there's like a black hole in the middle sucking it in. I don't know. I mean, I guess the dripping effect is interesting, but have it match gravity. Now, this is how you do a Corvette. C8 Corvette. No more C7, broke boy. Now we're up in the C8, and we got a crazy wide body kit. Dude, I've seen this at Cars and Coffee before. Still to this day, one of the craziest C8s I've ever seen. A little bit too much for my taste, but it does fit like a Hot Wheel theme. Like I mean, look at how crazy the exhaust is. Look at how crazy that fucking wing is. Everything about this car is just so in your face. Part of me loves it, part of me hates it. Like, the weird little side skirt is funky, and then the front end with those giant chin, I don't even know what to describe it. Like, what are those? Splitters on splitter action? So much going on in so little amount of time. It's hard to even put this thing in the video without just breaking it down and trying to do a whole video on it. Like, it is so much going on. We do have to move on, and now we're going to move on to this NSX. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I like the NSX. There's just little things that I don't like. I don't like the front bumper. I think, like, the rest of the car is cool. I don't like the front bumper. I don't like the headlights. It's just, I don't know. The wing is even like, I like the NSX factory styling just works for me, and this is just a little bit too far off of what it was. Now, if you had a giant intercooler, I can't really see from the video, I don't remember, but if you have a giant intercooler in that opening, sure, whatever. But I mean, it's like, it's also a rear engine car. Where's that piping gonna run? It doesn't really make sense. I don't fucking know. You see what I'm saying here? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. NSX, hot or not? All right, so here's where my camera died. I picked up my boy's camera. It's got a little bit of a wide angle lens on it, and it fucking works wonders. Thank you, Alex, so much. All right, hood popped, hood check on this Genesis. I was like, damn, at first I was like, fuck, man, look at that fucking turbo on that side. Looks fucking massive, man. Like, that thing is gigantic. I was like, let me check out this build. Looking around. We got some louvers on it. Aftermarket wheels, louvers all the way around. Carbon trunk. Doesn't have the best fitment out there, but it works. It works. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go over there and let me check out that turbo. I go in and I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like, it looks like a turbo, but it's not a turbo. It's like, it's piping going around the filter. I mean, it's boosted, but that big thing wasn't the big turbo. I thought it was a big turbo Genesis. Anyways, my boy Will showed up. He popped his hood. We got to do a hood check. Supercharged Roush Mustang V6, putting down around 500 horsepower. And before you talk smack, who would supercharge this thing? Homeboy was drag racing that day, and he fucking walked an M4 and like some sort of Audi. I think it was like an S4. So like the homeboy was putting it down. And I mean, on his 20-inch fucking boat anchor wheels, laying it down. Okay, they were feeling the gap, and it was from a boosted V6 Mustang. So watch your mouth. Anyways, we got another hood check. Gotta do it. Gotta walk up, check out what's going on. The most expensive thing underneath the hood is that battery. Everything else, just a little bit of rattle can paint. Not much going on there. Gotta move on. Moving on to hopefully something a little faster than that Nissan. We have a single cam Honda Civic with a mushroom filter. Those mushroom filters, I've heard they're sketch. They degrade real quick, so you better have like 30 on deck for the next 30 months, because you're going to be going through them real quick. Now then again, it ain't boosted, so it's not like it's going to suck it in rapidly, but I mean the exterior of this coupe was pretty clean, okay? I can't lie, I did like the exterior. It's just underneath the hood was lacking a little bit. Yet again, another hood check. This one was also a bumper check, because he said, fuck you, I'm going to flex on you. My homeboy was like, oh, look at it. Why are you recording this? It's stock. I was like, do you not see what's underneath the fucking bash bar right there? Do you not see that gigantic intercooler? Do you not see the turbos? Like, are you fucking blind? No, this thing is pretty cool. Supercharged, or my bad, twin-turboed Nissan 370Z. God, I don't know why I'm so I don't know why I'm so tongue-twisted. I'm so all over the place right now. Maybe because it's 2:40 in the fucking morning. Anyways, real cool 350. Oh, God, I still am fucked up. 370Z. I'm all over the place. Please forgive me, guys. I'm a little bit stupid. But not as stupid as this Honda Accord. Nah, stupid is a little bit mean. But anyways, looking underneath the hood, we got a hood check. He is a Dodger fan, so that's an automatic thumbs down for me. It's very Dodger themed too, blue and white, very Dodger themed. He just had a lot of money not underneath the hood. There was just a lot of LED lights. Same with his homeboy here, just more LED lights. I mean, you know, you could modify it a little bit. Like I see you got like a bunch of sponsors on the side of the door, but I'm not seeing anything underneath the hood. Is one of your sponsors like, you know, RGB lighting, like exclusives or something? Anyways, this Honda Fit is getting my attention, and yeah, I guess let's just get out of here. Let's just go to a better section, because fuck this. But hey, man, remember at the end of the day, haters gonna hate. I mean, if you gotta remind yourself like every time you drive, like, I'm sorry. Moving on to this BMW in classic BMW fashion, pissing all over the floor. Underneath the hood looks like 200-something thousand miles, never popped in its life. I feel like he just found out that he can lift up his hood today. Going to the car meet, he was like, "Whoa, what are they doing? Why is it sticking up like that, buddy? It's a hood prop. You can open up your hood and show underneath." Really? I want to do that. And there you go. This is the outcome. Fucking musty as fuck. Clean your headlights, clean underneath your hood, probably top off your coolant, and go home. No, I mean, that sounded a little bit mean, but go home and clean it, I should say. Then come back, because it was a little musty. It smelled like dead raccoon. Maybe a couple rats are living up under there. I don't know. Anyways, another Honda Civic. This one with the hood vertical, and underneath the hood we have a K-Series. I mean, you can't go wrong with them. They're good engines. I'm putting one in my Civic. They're cool. This guy only had an intake though, which is fine, but your rap is saying you're a little faster than just an intake. But it is what it is. Still cool. All right, next up we have another stance car. And now if you have the word stance plastered all over your car, I'm going to judge it pretty hardly as a stance car. Now, if you have some primered out front bumper, that might be okay. Might be able to get away with it. But this fucking chewed up, mauled up fender right here, I was like, oh my God, a grizzly bear just attacked this shit and just went to town. Now, that's unforgivable with the word stance plastered all over it. Next up, we have one of the cooler Mustangs I think I saw there. This one, I don't know why, it just reminded me so much of my old Rap that was on my 3-valve. back when it was still a 3-valve. And I just was like, ah, damn, I miss that color so much. It reminded me so much of it, except this one had some sort of super gloss to it, which in my opinion looked 10 times better. But still, very cool. I don't know if it was a 5.0 or an EcoBoost. It's all debadged and shit. Can't tell. But either way, still a very clean-looking Mustang. Love all the carbon as well. It looks mean for sure. There's no doubting that. But maybe some things we can doubt are underneath this hood. Let's do another hood check. Underneath this hood, an intake. I mean, it's a cool carbon one, I guess, but I mean, intake, okay, cool, little intake. What about this one? What about this 370 right here? What we got? We got a factory warranty. Okay, showing off that 50,000 mile powertrain warranty. Okay, cool. What about this? The little good old fashioned sideways V6. Okay, that just doesn't look fun to work on. That looks like a fucking headache. Wow, and look at that nice stick. It's a nice stick. I like the stick. We got another hood check. I don't know who owns this clowny ass SC3. I'm joking. This is my boy Alex's car. It's a 1.5J swapped SC300. Makes some good power, single turbo, flex fuel, all of the fun stuff you'd want. It's pretty much like a Supra. It's like a Supra stepbrother. Okay, it's the same chassis and everything. His interior too. Got it all together. Looks very nice. I mean, look at that. That's a clean ass interior. Gotta fucking love it. Now let's talk about probably one of the craziest Hondas at the meet. Look at this fucking car. Underneath the hood. Yeah. Look at all that. So much horsepower. So much horsepower underneath that hood. Just fucking boatloads of it. Just boatloads. And then, yeah, let's go check out the rest of it. Okay, maybe the rest of it is a little bit more interesting because, I mean, the cum shot Accord. I meant the what did it say? The crumb law. I don't know what the fuck it said, but let's look at the rest of the car. The interior, okay. Literally, that fucking dash looks like a pool noodle. I'm not even fucking with you. It looks straight up like someone just put a pool noodle on the dash. An actual pool noodle too, not like a fucking wire loom. The trunk though, this is the highlight of the car. It is clean. I cannot argue that. I can't even talk shit about it. It has nicer floors than my fucking house right now. Like, clean trunk. The rest of the car just ain't for me. All right, let's finish on a high note. If you have epilepsy, just click off because I'm not going to be responsible for that. Flashing lights, so much flashing lights. It's Superman themed, Hot Wheel themed. It's a lot of themes. No fucking Volk TE37 theme though. This is rep theme though. All right, let's take a look at the car though. Now, like, comic books are cool, but you really gotta love Superman to do all this. Like, you really gotta love Superman. Like, I like Spider-Man. I think he's cool. I like Captain America. I think he's badass. Like, there's a couple characters I like, but not to this extent. This is like fangirl, crazy stalker extent. It creeps me out. Anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. And if you did, please let me know down in the comments down below. There were a lot of cool builds this episode. Go check out my second channel if you want to see some crazy drifting. We got Alex towing a 720S, just completely shredding his tires. We have some other cars as well, and also a two-step competition. So hopefully you guys go and check that out. The reason why it's going on my second channel is I lazily recorded it. It's not like a vlog style. I'm just recording and just, you know, if I talk here and there, I talk here and there. I wasn't like, I knew it wasn't going to be like a main channel video. Anyways, go check it out. Link down below for my second channel. And, well, let me know your thoughts on these cars. Which one was your favorite? Which one was the worst? And subscribe to see more videos like this one. Until next video, peace.